Good evening all to batch 9 and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to give you several points which will be basics for level 1 program. And this is the thing which you need to keep practicing again and again. You need to be very much alert whenever you come into public speaking so that you take care of all these points. Now, I have jotted down around 20 to 25 points, and I know following all of them might be a little bit challenging for a couple of weeks. But I insist all of you to please go through this video again and again, multiple times, and see that you get it into your subconscious. That is, you start remembering all these points whenever you are here at public speaking. Now, all these points will be very beneficial to you, and it will really help you to become a better and better and better speaker. And even people will start identifying you that, hey, you seem to be something different. Are you going to some coaching or training, something like that? People will tell you, because if you follow all these things, these are just the basic things. So I just wanted to make it clear in this video. So let's go ahead. So in between, my dear friends, my dear students, I'll be looking down. So don't think that a wise sir is telling us don't look down and he himself is looking down. I have jotted down all the points in this book, small book. So that's the reason I'll be looking down once in a while to see that I'll keep going through the points, right? So the first point is the last presentation. Suppose we are going through some presentation and maybe the last presentation was not completed in that session. So what we need to do is that the next session, whenever you come, we will go ahead with that. We'll continue with that presentation. Say you are 6 of them, right? We have Behan, Bandhavya, we have Purvita, Darshini, Aditi, and Arjun, our Colonel Arjun, right? All of you. Maybe 4 gave the presentation last week and 2 are pending. So when you come to the next session, we'll start with the other 2 members and then go ahead with the other presentation for that particular week, right? And maybe if I have to teach you something, some new aspects, we will be going ahead with that. And maybe end of the day, maybe the time has come to an end. That is, it's already time up. Say it's 6:30, from 5:30 to 6:30, right? And the time is up. So next day, that is Sunday, we will start with the new person who will be coming to present, right? You got it. Say 2 have completed. The more 4 people will be going ahead with the presentation on Sunday. So it will work in that fashion. Every day, the anchors will change. Remember that. If say the first day, as we know, last week we had Pehel, she has done an absolute great anchoring. So let's clap for Pehel. Yeah, thank you, Pehel. You've done an excellent job. You got some feedback. I hope you'll be working on that. So next day, so tomorrow, the anchor would be someone different, right? And this is every day, whenever you come in to speak, there will be an anchor, and I've already trained you how to do that, how to introduce others, right? So this is one thing which we need to follow and be ready for it. Be accept it. Don't go behind saying, no, I don't want to do anchoring. I don't want to do this. It's only when you come forward and keep doing the thing, whatever you need to practice again and again and again, that's how you will start excelling in it, right? That fear, that wall which is there in front of you, it needs to be removed. It needs to be broken into pieces. That's when you will start recognizing yourself as the real person, right? Next is cardboard. Every presentation or every speech, you need to have a cardboard. Normally, I'll be providing you with the cardboard. I have bought several of them over here. So you can keep that, make the presentation that with the cardboard and see that whenever you prepare a cardboard, say it's for Independence Day. Now you would say, sir, I don't have a cardboard. Okay, you can take an A4 sheet, like the normal A4 size sheet, and prepare the presentation along with that. Suppose for Independence Day, you can prepare a flag, you can mention a couple of names, the freedom fighters, etc. You can mention in that small chart. But whenever you come here, you can always take the cardboard sheet. For next week, you can take the cardboard sheet from me and you can present it and see that you do it, in the vertical wise, right? Horizontally, it will be smaller length, maybe only 1.5 feet or something. A height might be around 2.5 feet. So you need to do it. I'll show it to you when you come here. Every time you need to do it in that way so that I can easily put in the whiteboard with the clips and you'll be able to present it to others. The importance of cardboard sheet. Cardboard sheet presentation, whenever you present it and you show it to others and everything, you need to keep it with you. And at the end of 3 months, that is maybe in October last or November first week when you will have your exams. So all these cardboard sheet, you need to come and present it to me. So you will be getting marks for those cardboard sheets. Yes. There might be a situation in an examination, two people are in the same level. So how can I justify that who is better? At that moment, I will use these cardboard sheet, whichever you have done all through your 3 months program, and you will present it. That's how you get more marks. So cardboard sheet is a must. I will not be repeating whether you need to prepare a cardboard sheet. For every presentation, you have to prepare a cardboard sheet. Going to the next, affirmations. Now, I have sent you affirmations PDF. I want you, all of you, to stand in front of a mirror. Just imagine this is a mirror in your bedroom, and you are standing. Don't sit. Even this video which I'm recording, I'm sitting and doing, but normally I stand and record. I want each one of you, whenever you speak, even if you receive a phone call from somebody, always remember, stand up and speak. Whenever you stand up and speak, automatically your voice becomes stabler, your voice gets better and powerful. So do remember this technique, right? So even in the world. So if you get an opportunity anytime to stand up and speak, please stand up and speak to anybody. Affirmations, there are 70 affirmations in that. Each affirmation you need to repeat it 3 times. Say, example, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the great public speaker. Don't close your eyes as I'm doing right now, but you need to look into your eyes in the mirror and say to yourself that I am the best, I am the best, I am the best, I am the best, right? 3 times. Then go to the second affirmations. These affirmations are specially designed for students. There are 70 affirmations, and you need to practice this every single day for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you will be able to finish these 70 affirmations, right? So you have to do it on a daily basis. I will ask you whenever you come here for your public speaking class, right? I will even call up your parents and ask them whether they have really, practiced affirmations over there, right, at home. Next is of the famous quotes. I want you to go through the quotes. You need not remember the quotes, but yes, you need to go through the quotes and practice that, because for every presentation at the beginning, the moment you say good evening to all, today I'm going to present about Independence Day, you need to, after saying good evening or good morning or whatever it is, you need to start with a quote and then start your speech. And at the end, when you're coming to the far end of the speech, you need to again say a quote, a different quote preferably, and then say thank you to all and then wish the anchor and then leave the stage. Next is tongue twisters. Like doctor says, hey, your health is not good, I'll give you a tonic. The same way for us public speakers who want to become good public speakers or orators, they need to have this tongue twisters on a daily basis. So for 10 minutes, I want you to practice this tongue twisters. Simple way, any tongue twister you take, repeat it for 3 minutes, fast, just like a fast train, Rajdhani Express, read it fast. The more you read it faster, the more better you become, right? Your tongue will get twisted and you will start speaking better. People will start knowing you. Say if you're practicing this for 21 days, you need to practice this for next 3 months, of course. Right? Since you are with me, I'll see that you practice. And over here also, I'll give you some practices to the on tongue twisters, but at home too, at least for 10 minutes, you need to practice this, right? Then you need to read your English book or newspapers on a daily basis. You can also read some story books or maybe some personality development books, and you have to read it for 15 minutes every day. And you need to read it out louder. I'll tell you how to read it out. When you read out the book, I mean, any English book, you need to read it faster, 1 paragraph. When you read it faster, get into the angry tone. I mean, angry, voice, how you will read it in an angry mode. Like I'm reading, how are you doing today? Hey, how are you doing today? Let your voice become big. Second way to practice is the next paragraph. When you read the second paragraph, let it be in a normal tone, like normally how you speak. Let it be in that tone, but read it in a normal way, not fast, normal way. Third, I want you to read the third paragraph in a slow motion. The slow motion is very slowly. How are you doing today? It's like this, right? And let that be in a sad mode. In the normal mode, you can be happy. When you're reading the first paragraph fast, be in anger mode. Okay, so we are trying to get some emotions into it, which you'll come to know later after 1.5 months. And then when you're reading normally, the second paragraph, be in a happy mode. Hey, how are you doing today? In that way. And the third way is the third paragraph when you read, just read it in a slow motion. I mean, as slow as possible and in an as low voice as possible. Hey, how are you doing today? Got it? So you need to practice this. The breath, you need to always, a good speaker will always breathe from the stomach. So hold your hand, your left hand on your stomach whenever you speak. So whenever you breathe in and breathe out, your stomach should go in and out, in and out. Okay. So when you breathe in, I know the air will go into your lungs, but your stomach should move, the diaphragm should move, right? So in between your stomach and your lungs, there is a muscular thing which is called the diaphragm. So you need to breathe from the diaphragm. Always remember that, right? So when you breathe from the diaphragm, you have more, oxygen, more air capacity, so that your lungs get better and you speak better in a better way. Like this, like a person speaking from the nose, you know how he will speak. Speaking from the throat, you know, he will speak to a limited extent. A person speaking from the chest, he'll speak from the, but when a person speaks from the stomach, he speaks with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. He has more breath capacity. So I hope you got it, right? You need to speak from your what? Stomach, your belly, diaphragm. Next is the power pose. You all know how to stand in a power pose, right? Just keep your leg 10 inches to 1 foot apart whenever you are coming on stage and speak in that way. So that will give you a lot of power. Every session will have an impromptu speech, that is picking up a chit and speaking, right? And you need to speak for 2 minutes. The moment you exceed 2 minutes, I will ring a bell. That means you need to come to the end. So this will develop a creative power within you. A creative thinking will be there. Immediately your topic is given, and when you start speaking, that will help you in your day-to-day school life. Also at home, it will help you a lot. When suddenly something happens, you should not go blank out, right? You should not be blacked out. You will get that confidence, more and more confidence when you start doing this, right? Use the other hand, just like you're saying, I'm speaking to you, but my hands are continuously moving, right? It happens automatic. I don't do it on purpose. So in every time, whenever you're holding a mic, suppose I'm holding a mic like this, but my left hand is free, I need to start using it. Say for high, raise your hand and say, hey, it's high. It's low, get it to low, down. And if you say, I don't like, just say, I don't like it. Just like I am telling you right now, hey, I don't like it. And now I'm telling, hey, I don't like it. So which one is better? One with the hand movement. So every time, whenever you speak, especially in public speaking, I want all of you to start using your hands, right? When you're holding a mic in one hand and the other hand is free, I want you to start using it on a daily basis, right? Next is, this Sunday, we are having Independence Day. So try to dress in a cultural form. Like you can wear, say, churidar or Punjabi suit or something like that. I hope you got it. Don't come in pant shirt or something like that. So come in a cultural dress and we'll take a photograph. Since on Independence Day, we might not be here. I mean, it is a holiday. So I request all of you to come dressed on Sunday in a cultural dress, right? Then handshake. Whenever you come into the class, the moment you enter the class, first thing what I want all of you to do is give a handshake, a great handshake to me and all your other friends, right? And say good evening or whatever it is, right? So try to say that, right? With a loud voice, with a smiling voice, and appreciate others, right? So first thing you need to do what? A handshake. Do it on a daily basis, right? And another thing, every day, whenever you go to school, every day, you meet one person, maybe your friend or anybody, I want you to give a handshake to that person, right? They say, suppose your friend name is Ankit. Hey, Ankit, good morning. How are you doing today? Just give him a handshake, right? It's not for him, it's for you to practice on a daily basis. So every day you can give to some other persons. I know you might be having only 3 or 5 friends. It really doesn't matter. So start with one friend one day. So by the end of Friday or Saturday, you are going to that first person again only on Saturday. So that person won't get bored, right? So every single day, promise me that you'll be giving a handshake to at least one person, right? Thank you. Next is eye contact. I want you to have eye contact, right? Last week, I had given this feedback to Bandhavya that Bandhavya, whenever you speak, you say, hello, friends, how are you doing? But you don't look at people. It's not only to Bandhavya, remember that, it's for me and it's for all of you. Any feedback which I'm speaking here on this video, it's for all of you. It's not to one particular person. Remember that, right? So whenever feedback is given, see that you also take that and try to inculcate in your own self. Make a note of it and see that you carry your, a workbook, a rough book dedicated to public speaking, a pen, right? And always carry your English textbook. That would be really great, okay? Because I might tell you to just go ahead and get up and stand up and start reading your English textbook, which will help you a lot. So I want all of you to have an eye contact whenever you meet a person, greet a person on stage, off stage, always try to look them on their eyes. Now, if you don't like to look that person into the eyes, look that person into over here, the center of the forehead, right? When two eyebrows meet over here, center. So this is the point, which is called the triangle point, right? Where you can look into that triangle point and smile to that person and speak to that person. And that person will never feel that you're not looking into the eye. That person will always feel that you are looking into their eyes, right? Even though you're looking over here, center of the forehead. Always get into the habit of appreciating others. I hope what do you mean by appreciating others? Means a person has done something good or great. Even at home, your brother or sister or whoever it is, your mom or dad, they've done something good or great. Just appreciate them. Say, hey, great, good job. Hey, brother, you've done a good job. Hey, sister, you've done a good job. Just appreciate them and give them a pat on the back, right? And that will really slowly increase your self-confidence. Interact with others for 3 minutes. So moment you come into the session, into the class, any day or every session, for 3 minutes, I want you to interact with your friends over here in public speaking. Just tell them, hey, Bandhavya, what happened in your school? Hey, Pehel, what happened in your school last week? Can you just tell me? Hey, Purvita, can you just tell me how was your Independence Day celebration in school, or maybe some, conserving nature celebration in school? Hey, Darshini, can you just tell me how was your first test? How did you fare well? How did you do in your first test? Hey, Aditi, how did you do in your English exam or test? How was it? And you can say, hey, Arjun, how was your last week? Can you just tell me, did you have some fun like last week, right? So in this way, I want all of you, each one of you, to interact with each other every time you come to the session. The first 3 minutes, the moment you enter the class, first you're going to give a handshake and say good evening or whatever it is, and then start talking to yourself. Don't come and just sit on in the chair. No, don't do that. Just first come and meet each other, greet each other, say hello, hi, give a high five like this, and say, or have some other things. In my other batches, they were doing something like this, they will take hand and something do like this or something like that, right? Be creative, right? So have a good bonding between each other and starts connecting through in English itself, right? And do remember, you cannot speak in any other language except English over here. That's compulsory, right? So once the session is over, of course, you can speak in your mother tongue or anything. I really don't mind. But in the session, I want you to be fully focused on communicating in English, right? Yeah. Then every Saturday, you need to speak about your last week experience. Like the moment you come, once I tell you to come on stage, each one of you, every single day, like especially on Saturdays, you need to speak about your last week. How was your last week? Like you need to come on stage just for 2 or 3 minutes. You need to say, hey, sir, last week not only to me, to all of them. In fact, the session was good. I mean, the classes were good. We had this test and I felt, well, I think I will get around 22 out of 30, or maybe I'll get 35 out of 40. Maybe if it was not good, you can say that it was not good or something like that. At home, my mom prepared puliyogara, you can say, or dosa or whatever it is. And that was delicious. I loved it. Something like that. So in different things, you can speak up in that 2 to 3 minutes. You can speak something about your school, something about your home, something about your personal achievements, something or the other. I want you to start speaking about your last week. So every Saturday, whenever you come to the session, the first thing what I'm going to ask you to speak is about your last week experience of the school, from Monday to Saturday, that particular day. How did you fare in school? How was your day? How was all the things happening, right? I want you to make a note of it every single day if possible. Keep a diary, small diary like this, which will cost you 50-60 rupees. Just get this one diary, or even in your public speaking book, just jot down on a daily basis, that is on Monday before you go to sleep, what happened in school, how did you fare in school, all those things, whatever good things happen in your school, right? So it's called a journaling. Then I want you to sit straight, right? Always, whenever you come to a public speaking session, don't sit like this. Sir, yes, no. You need to sit, alert, right? The way you keep your body is how your mind will be active and alert. And never cross your hands like this, or like this, or like this, or something like this, right? Don't do anything like this. Even your legs, it should be straight. Don't cross your legs or cross your hand. The moment I see it, I will immediately point out, hey, you know what? You need to unfold your hands, right? Unfold your legs, right? So just be active and alert and keep your palms open always. Next thing is about, which I'm going to speak to you, is about, ID card. I already informed. In case you forget your ID card, you have received the ID card and you forget the ID card, next session, you need to bring chocolates for all of us, including myself. I love chocolates. So do bring us chocolates in case if you forget your ID card, do remember that. Next is, every day in school, I want you to greet, as I already told you, at least one person, give a handshake, and see that you greet each and every school teachers with a nice way, with a politeness, right? Looking into their eyes, smiling. I know they might not give a handshake to you. That's okay. That's fine. I understand that. But you have to give a handshake to at least one of your friends. Okay, it might be anybody, right? And then one thing is that whenever anybody makes a mistake or something, a feedback is given by me to that speaker, right? Every week you are getting some feedbacks. Like last week, I think almost all of you got feedbacks. I want each one of you to make note of those feedback, because you will not be able to remember next Saturday that, hey, last Saturday, what did sirs tell me? Should I do something? No, you won't be able to remember. Even I will not be able to remember, right? So each one of you, whenever you get a feedback, immediately make a note of it in your diary or in your book and start working on it. In case if you have challenges, you can reach out to me anytime, right, through WhatsApp, and I'll be able to guide you on how to take further, or I might just record a audio recording and send it to you immediately the moment I see your message. So always, that is there. And always, I want you to speak with energy. Always speak with enthusiasm. Don't speak, sir, yes, sir, yeah, that was okay. But no, sir, not that. Always speak with enthusiasm. And that can come only when you are active and alert. Provided, of course, when you're going to sleep, of course, you will be in a sleepy state, you'll be dozing off, right? Otherwise, I want you to be in an active and alert state, at least whenever you are here in public speaking. I want you to be alert, right? Postures, I did tell you. Hands, I always told you that don't try to fidget with your ID cards or something like that, or with your shirt or kurta or anything like that. No, don't keep your hands free, right? Either hold the mic or either express your thoughts through your hand gestures. Eye contact is a must, and you need to work on your feedback. Remember one thing, your parents are paying, fees to me. Of course, I'm getting better and richer with that. But in return, I want all of you to take the best. So whenever I give you any feedback, see that you implement that feedback into yourself. And next time when you come on stage to speak or present your presentation, I want you to apply all those feedbacks given to you. Now, feedbacks are, it's not negative thing. I always call it as feedback. No, you have done something wrong or something. No, 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 don't think like that. Each one of us does mistakes. Even I do a couple of mistakes almost every single day. So it's not that mistakes, it's just a feedback we get from our coaches or trainers. Okay, so take this in a very positive way. So that's what I think I had to cover. I've told you all. So I hope you will be going through this video. Please try to watch this video at least 2 times. Okay, I know once when you watch it, it might not sink in to your subconscious, but the second time when you watch it, it will definitely sink into your subconscious and you'll understand what is expected from all of you. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to me patiently. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you will be ready with going through this video and you know exactly what is my expectations, and I want you to be a great public speaker. So in 3 months we will see the drastic changes which will come in all of you, and I'm 100% sure because I have trained more than 800 students on online during COVID and all, and offline I've trained around 200 students. Okay, so around 1,000 plus, and I exactly know how it works, provided only one thing, if you work on your feedbacks. If you work on your feedbacks, definitely there will be a drastic change. So thank you very much. And thank you for patiently listening to me. I hope you enjoyed this video, right? And take care of yourself. Let's meet on Saturday. So thank you all. Thanks, Pahel, Bandhavya, Purvita, Darshini, Aditi, and our Colonel Arjun. Take care and have a great day. Bye.